Carolina's been what seemingly is like the top of Mount Everest, all the way to the bottom of the daggum Atlantic Ocean, man. Maybe not the deepest part of the Atlantic, but deep enough. Heels are 1-1 of their last 2 games and have led for a total of 0.4 seconds in their last 80 minutes of basketball. That's absolutely crazy to think about, man. Is a home tilt against the lowly Pitt Panthers exactly what the doctor ordered? Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel, and welcome to the men's department of Carolina basketball, baby. And in this huddle, man, we're going to talk about the UNC Pitt game in Chapel Hill at 2 p.m. on ESPN against the 9-16 Pittsburgh Panthers. Now, Pitt put up a fairly decent fight against the Dukies up north at their house before ultimately falling 70-54. And that puts them in a tie with Notre Dame for last place in the Atlantic Coast Conference at 2 wins to 10 losses. Now, North Carolina beat those same Dukies on a Seth Trimble 3-ball with those very 0.4 seconds left on the clock that I was talking about earlier before completely crapping the bed down in Miami, dude. They look like Mox, Tweeter, and Billy Bob coming out of the Devil's Den and Varsity Blues for 40 minutes. "40 minutes of unfocused half-assery following the biggest win of the season, man. Carolina moves to 7th in the ACC, and the almost surely eliminated themselves from ACC regular season title contention, man. So from here moving forward, dude, this becomes an ACC seeding and an NCAA resume ordeal for the remainder of our games that we have left, man. But before we get into the details of this particular game, do me a favor, man, and punch that stinking like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time this Tar Heel makes a Carolina basketball video. Don't forget live reaction and watch party this Saturday at 2 p.m. Great opportunity for the Heels to get to that 20th win of the season. So come hang out with your boy as we see if the Heels can rebound, which they have not done very well lately, man. We'll talk about that here shortly. And of course, shout out to all my Huddle hooligans for helping me keep these daggone lights on, man. Love you guys from the bottom of my stinking heart, dude. So here's the tale of the tape for this one. Pitt is averaging 70.1 points per game to Carolina's 81.9. Pitt's giving up 71.5 points per game to Carolina's 70.7. Field goal percentage, Pitt's not shooting at a very high clip, 43 to Carolina's 48. Rebounds per game, Carolina's got about a 5 rebound per game advantage. Assists per game, 13 to blocks per game are about even. And then you got the steals per game, 6.6 for the Pitt Panthers compared to Carolina's 5.8. Pitt has clearly struggled here recently, man, offensively, averaging a measly 55 points per game during their 4-game losing streak at Clemson, at Virginia, SMU, and Duke. Last time Pitt actually got a W was 2 weeks ago in overtime out there at Wake Forest, man. They've lost 10 of their last 12 games. And leading scorer Brandon Cummings has missed his last 3 games with kind of a lingering ankle injury. Jason Capel talked about the fact that he doesn't have any idea of whether or not Brandon is actually going to return this year. Largely in part probably to Pitt's current record. 6'6", 220-pound freshman forward Roman Siolipa led the Panthers against Duke with 19 points, coupled with Barry Dunning Jr.'s 17. Now, the Heels have struggled to rebound the basketball as of late consistently, along with playing some of the worst perimeter defense, dude, that I've seen from a Carolina backcourt in a long time, dude. We cannot keep any of the guards, it seems like, in front of us. Our bigs are doing an atrocious job of protecting the rim. There's not a whole lot of help side from the weak side. aside from the second half of the Duke game, man, Carolina has actually struggled on the defensive end of the floor, man, especially on the glass as of late. I feel like we've also really gotten away from being an inside-out team, relying way too much on the perimeter shot, man. Carolina needs to force feed the ball down low, dude, especially to Henry Basar, and make him go to work, man. Challenge his manhood. CalebWilson, same thing, back to the basket, backing his guy down, and getting shots near the rim. Pause. Once we've asserted ourselves down there, then we can start kicking the ball back out, moving the ball around the perimeter, man, and, maybe finding some open threes, but we've got to get back to the stinking basics, man. Not until we start really being physical in the paint again, all right? We need to go hard in the freaking paint because we just don't have enough consistent shooters, dude, to be able to rely on the long ball to this point, game in and game out. We don't have the guard play outside of possibly occasionally every so often Seth Trimble being extremely aggressive. We have got to work inside out, man, to get back to the stinking basics. Now, the ESPN matchup indicator gives the Hills an 88.7% chance of beating the Panthers this Saturday. And I'm going to be frank here, dude. I believe that it should be 100%, dude. Carolina is an unblemished 14-0 at the Dean Dome this year, and they are playing statistically and categorically the worst basketball team in the conference after an embarrassing letdown in Miami. Every freaking reason in the world to absolutely decimate Jeff Capel, a former Dookie. We had John Shire crying on television before allowing Jay Lucas, another freaking Dookie, to get their biggest win of the season. Jeff Capel is in the way, and he needs to be punished for the sins of the stinking Canes, man. Period. Anything less than a 20-point win, and I am not satisfied in this one, dude. Matter of fact, I'm questioning the seriousness of this team and their ability to make it to the second weekend in the NCAA tournament, man, if we don't at least win by stinking 20. We have got to establish some consistency, bro. What's done is done. Can't change it. How do we respond moving forward, man? There really is no other excuse, man. There is no excuse that we can give leading up to this game. We have to play well. We have to get back to the stinking basics. We got to be an inside-out team. We need to challenge our 4 and 5 to get close to the rim. We need to start dunking the ball more often. We got to start getting closer shots, dude. Then we can kick the ball out. But we have got to fine-tune everything. Right now, it's gut check time, dude. And it starts with stinking Pitt, 2 p.m. ESPN on Saturday. So you let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section. Tar Heel Nation and college basketball family. Will the Hills actually rebound? Both figuratively and literally. Will Jeff Capel be the guy that's thinking completely flattens Carolina's tires heading into the state game, man? Where do you think this Tar Heel team is currently going into the Pitt game, man? Is this game exactly what the doctor ordered? Seriously, very interested, man, in you guys' opinions, man. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the daggum channel. Hit that notification bell on the way out, man. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel. Go to hell, Duke. Go to hell, State. And we'll catch you at the watch party, baby. Go Hills.